When the world thinks of Brazilian football, one phrase comes to mind: Joga Bonito, the beautiful game. It's a story of samba, flair, magic, and pure joy. A nation that dances on the pitch, winning hearts and 5 World Cup trophies along the way. But what if I told you it's a lie? Or at least only half the truth. Behind the iconic yellow jerseys and the dazzling footwork lies a hidden history. A history of dark arts, brutal violence, and calculated deception. Today, on Goal Line Epics, we are tearing up the script. We are going to expose the shocking truth behind Brazil's road to glory and show you why winning the World Cup sometimes requires you to abandon the beautiful game and play dirty. Let's start with one of their most recent triumphs. Brazil's attacking trio was terrifying, but in their opening match against Turkey, it wasn't skill that saved them. It was acting. It's the final moments of a tense match. Brazil gets a corner. Rivaldo is waiting at the flag. Turkey's Hakan Ünsal kicks the ball towards Rivaldo out of frustration. The ball strikes Rivaldo squarely in the thigh. What happens next is one of the most disgraceful moments in World Cup history. Rivaldo collapses to the ground, clutching his face in fake agony. He rolls around as if he's been struck by a heavyweight boxer. The referee, completely fooled by the theatrical performance, pulls out a red card and sends the Turkish player off. Brazil wins. Rivaldo is later fined by FIFA for simulation, but the damage is done. The beautiful game? No, it was a masterclass in deception. But deception is nothing compared to raw, unpunished violence. Let's rewind to the World Cup hosted in the United States. It's American Independence Day, and the USA faces Brazil in a massive knockout game. Brazil's team in this tournament was different. Led by a tough tackling captain, they didn't care about playing beautifully. They cared about winning. And no moment proved this more than the horrific incident involving Brazil's Leonardo and America's Tab Ramos. Chasing down a ball on the sideline, Ramos tugs at Leonardo's shirt. In response, Leonardo turns and unleashes a vicious, calculated elbow directly into the side of the American's head. The impact is sickening. Ramos drops instantly. He doesn't just suffer a concussion. Leonardo's elbow literally fractures his skull. Ramos spends 3.5 months in a hospital bed. Leonardo gets a red card, but Brazil advances, eventually winning the tournament. They proved that if Samba couldn't break the defense, pure aggression would. But wait, you might say, what about the golden era? That team was pure magic. Yes, the classic Brazilian squad is widely considered the greatest team of all time. But even the king, Pelé himself, had a ruthless dark side that history conveniently forgets. In a bitter semi-final clash against their historic rivals Uruguay, the game was physical and nasty. Pelé, tired of being fouled, decided to take matters into his own hands. While making a run forward, Uruguay's Dagoberto Fontes approaches him. Without hesitation, Pelé throws a devastating, intentional elbow straight into Fontes's face, knocking him flat. Because the referee's view was blocked, Pelé got away with it. No foul, no red card. The king of football knew that to wear the crown, sometimes you have to leave your morals in the locker room. This win-at-all-costs mentality was born in earlier tournaments. One World Cup in particular was famously violent. Players were being stretchered off in almost every game. When Pelé suffered a tournament-ending injury early on, Brazil panicked. They realized that stepovers and tricks wouldn't save them in a tournament that felt more like a war zone. So, they adapted. Brazil became the aggressors. They committed tactical fouls, kicked their opponents off the park, and matched the violence blow for blow to protect their remaining stars. They won the World Cup not just by outplaying everyone, but by outfighting them. Brazil has 5 stars on their chest. They are the undeniable kings of World Cup history. They have given us the most breathtaking goals, the most legendary players, and moments of pure sporting magic. But history is written by the victors. The myth of Joga Bonito is a beautiful story, but it hides the cold, hard truth. At the highest level of sports, talent alone is rarely enough. To lift the golden trophy, Brazil has had to dive, fight, manipulate, and break the rules. They didn't just master the beautiful game, they mastered the dark arts, too. If you enjoyed this deep dive into football history, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and tell us in the comments which country's football secrets should we expose next. This is Goal Line Epics. See you on the pitch.